Okay, good morning, all of you. What we learned in the last class, what we learned from the second unit. Can you tell me, anybody, what we learned from the last class? What is the radiated power of the alternating current element? Radiated power and radiation resistance. Can anybody tell me what is the radiated power and radiation resistance of alternating current element? Radiated power. How will you derive? Radiated power and radiation resistance of alternating current element. Starting from Maxwell's equations, from Maxwell's first and second equations, del cross H and del cross E. Later, retarded magnetic potential, del cross B equal to A, del cross A equal to B. Later, applying Poynting theorem, P equal to E cross H. Okay, from the Maxwell first and second equations, we derived here as field components, electric field and magnetic field components, E or E theta, E phi. Okay. After deriving these field components, we go for radiated power and radiation resistance of different current elements. Okay, in the earlier class, before earlier class, we see radiated power is derived as, and is simply applying the Poynting theorem, P equal to E cross H. From that expression, by substituting the field components E and H, we get the radiated power as 80 phi square dl by lambda whole square into I square effective. Okay, that is the radiated power. From that, radiation resistance is just 80 phi square dl by lambda whole square. Okay, remember those 2 points, 80 phi square dl by lambda whole square. Okay, in the next class, in the last class, radiation resistance of short dipoles and short monopoles. What is the radiation resistance of short dipole? Radiation resistance of short dipole. And the radiation resistance short dipole in the sense whose length is less than lambda by 4. Okay. And that radiation resistance of alternating current element is 85 square dl by lambda whole square. The same is divided with 4. It gives us 25 square dl by lambda whole square. Is the radiation resistance of short dipole. Remember these expressions. Okay. They are very, very, very important in exam point of view and interview point of view also. Okay. And short monopole in the sense whose length is comes under less than lambda by 8. Okay, that's why and maximum resistance up to that short monopole is 85 square dl by lambda whole square into 1 by 8. Okay, so obviously it is 10 phi square dl by lambda whole square. Okay. Okay. And from the last two classes we'll learn expressions for alternating current element as 85 square dl by lambda whole square is the first point, and for short dipole 25 square dl by lambda whole square, and short monopole 10 phi square dl by lambda whole square. Okay, and for short dipole and short monopole, no need to mention that dl. Okay, why? Because whose length is already very short. That's why we directly mention 25 square L by lambda whole square, okay, or 10 phi square L by lambda whole square for short monopole, okay. And what we observe from the three expressions, we derive the expression for radiated power, radiation resistance of alternating current element, first one. Second one, short dipole. Next one, short monopole. And three current elements నేర్చుకున్నాం మనం. And next one is the radiated power from half wave dipole, okay. Radiation resistance or radiated power from half wave dipole, okay. Already we see in the last class, when we consider a half wave dipole whose length is 2h, okay. Whose length is 2h, where h equal to h ఎంత అనుకున్నాం మనం, h ఎంత అయితే మనకి అది λ/2 అవుతుంది, okay. అంటే λ/4, h equal to λ/4 తీసుకుంటే then it is called λ/2 length, okay. So sinusoidal current distribution, okay, with respect to perfecting plane or earth surface, అంటే ఇక్కడ వాడు తీసుకునేది earth surface అని, perfecting reflecting plane here considered as a pure earth surface, okay. In that current element is considered as a dz, which is located at a distance of small z, and p is the observational point, okay. From observational point p to origin is treated as a distance r, okay. But at where the differential current element is located, which is away from r plus z cos theta distance, okay, that is uh, treated as a capital R. When we treat it as a capital R, the distance is represented as r minus z cos theta, okay. ikkade untundi మన notation మొత్తం, okay. Observe this point, okay. And sinusoidal current distribution is Im sin beta h of z minus z h minus z and sin of h plus z, okay. So already you see, just from these 3 points, I equal to Im sin beta of h minus z, I equal to Im sin beta of h plus z for z greater than 0 and z less than 0, and retarded current vector magnetic potential in the z direction. Why? Because that current element is located in the direction of z, okay. Okay. In the okay. Especially for positive and negative current distributions, that integration is split into minus h2 plus h, okay kada. Entire current element into minus h2 plus h, that is split into two parts and substituted the current magnitude, okay. Just substitute and simplify. Already you see in the last class, okay, the simplification. Just if you know the basics of trigonometry, then it is very easy to simplify, okay. And finally we get the resultant electric field strength as 60 Im by r into cos of pi by 2 cos theta by sin theta, whose power, what is meant by power here, okay. The average value of the average value of the power, okay, half of the maximum value, okay. See here, after the value the λ/4 is substituted in the after the integration, we get the final value as final az component as mu im into e power minus j beta r by 4 phi beta r into 2 cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin square theta, okay. Okay, already I told you in the last class as according to the retarded vector magnetic potential expression B equal to del cross A, what is meant by B here? B equal to mu h, from that h equal to 1 by mu into del cross A, especially in the phi direction. Just you have to substitute that az here, just you have to substitute Az here. Okay. Substitute Az and differentiate with respect to theta. The final expression we got here is j into im e power minus j beta r by 2 phi r into cos of phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta. This is the imaginary term. When we apply the magnitude here and a mod here, just it gives the original magnitude. Original magnitude in this sense im by 2 phi r. Okay, just im by 2 phi r, same cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta. Okay, from that electric field component is found from relation between E and H. Already you know what is relation between E and H. E by H equal to 125 or 377 ohms. Already you know, and we derived in the EMF subject, electromagnetic fields. Okay, relation between E and H is, and that is E by H equal to square root of mu naught by epsilon naught equal to ఎంత అవుతుంది mu naught square root of mu naught by epsilon naught. What is the mu naught value? Mu naught equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 by square root of sorry ఎంత 8.857 into 10 power minus 12. Okay, that is the farad per meter. This is the Henry per meter. Those values, those units are also very very important in the exam point of view. Okay, combinated number of times studied units. Okay, from that E by H relation is E by H equal to 377 ohms. Already you know H5 value. From that E5 E theta value E equal to ఏమవుతుంది? Okay, eta into H5. Okay, eta is nothing but 125 into H5 value im by 2 phi r. Just multiply. Okay, 125 into 2 phi by 2 phi r. Okay, 5 cancel, 2 cancelled 60 times in 120. That's why we get the expression as just multiplication. Expression as j into 60 im into e power minus j beta r by r cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta, whose magnitude value becomes 60 im by r cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta. Already you know the maximum value of j into e power minus j beta r is always 1. Kada? And for enter 360 degrees, that becomes 1. Okay. That's why e theta equal to 60 im by r cos of phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta. Okay. From that, okay, the average value of the power is half of the maximum value is considered as half of the maximum value. Okay, and p average equal to p max by 2 and half of the I mean ఎప్పుడైనా మనం ఏం కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాం హాఫ్ అవర్ వాల్యూస్ ఇక్కడ కన్సిడర్ చేసేది యావరేజ్ అంటే యావరేజ్ వాల్యూ అంటే ఏం చేస్తారు వచ్చిన వాల్యూకి బై 2 చేసుకుంటారు కదా ఓకే సో ఇక్కడ అదే చేస్తున్నాడు వాడు సో average value of the power is half of the maximum value, and they consider only half of the maximum value. Okay, according to the maximum power transfer theorem, okay, half of the maximum power is considered as just like a I square r, just like a I square r. Okay, this I square magnitude. Okay, generally half power అంటే ఎలా చేస్తున్నాం మనం okay 1/2 into square root of that value అలాగే తీసుకునేది. Okay, so here the average value of the power half of the maximum value is considered as okay 60 by 1/2 whole square into 1/4 అంటే 15 im square. Okay, im square okay, otherwise directly found the average power, found the direct power as just multiplying the E and H values. Okay, that is also suitable here. Okay, directly found, already you know E component and already you know H component, just multiply that E and H components, that's all. Okay, then we get the maximum power. In that found average power as 1/2 of those value. Already that H component having cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta. This component also having cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta. When we multiply, you get cos phi by 2 cos theta by sin theta whole square. Okay. అలాగే im into im square. Okay, when we multiply those two values, that is represented here as a 15/5. Okay, and 15/5 in this sense here represented with half power maximum. Okay, that's why those value is divided with 2 and represented as a 15. Okay, here im is the maximum current, but in practical we always deals with rms current. Okay, that's why what is the relation between im and irms? Okay, already you know irms equal to im by root 2. Okay, తెలుసు కదా, root mean square root of 1/2 and root mean 1/2 square. Okay, what is the magnitude here? That whole square. Then we get irms value as irms equal to im by root 2. From that im equal to irms into root 2. Okay, here im square whole square on both sides, we get root 2 whole square into 2 into I square rms. Okay, the value is substituted here. Then 15 to root 2 irms by 5r square. Root 2 irms whole square means 2 into I square rms. Okay, 2 into 15 30 I square rms by 5 r square cos 5/2 cos theta by sin theta. Okay, but when here the radiation occurs in the spherical surface from the antenna, okay, the total radiated power through the hemispherical surface of the radius r is given by, and what assumption is it? Okay, but in practical it is always directional, but our convenience here it is considered as a, okay, and the total power radiated through the hemispherical surface, okay, of the radius r is given by power radiated equal to for the surface integral p average of ds. P average ante ide kada 30 I square rms by 5r square into this expression. Okay, and this surface integral of this value power ds. ds అంటే ఎంత అవుతుంది? 2 5r square sin theta d theta for the sphere. Okay, that substitute that p average and 2 5r square sin theta d theta in place of ds and integrate. Okay, see here 2 5. Okay, 5 cancel, 2 into 30 60 I square rms power 0 to 5/2 square root of kada annadu vaadu cos square 5/2 cos theta by sin theta, and actually sin square theta, that sin theta is cancelled, denominator having only one sin theta. Okay, 60 im square I square rms 0 to 5/2 cos square 5/2 sin theta by sin theta. Okay, and actually these values directly you are able to get from MATLAB. Okay, actually integration function యొక్క values అంటే by varying the theta how much the average power you get, okay, from this radial component cos square 5/2 sin theta by sin theta into d theta. Okay, in the exam point of view this is not necessary, but to represent the power radiation especially in with respect to direction is represented as for 0 degrees. Okay, how much power it radiates. Okay, for 5 degrees 10 degrees, and the same experiment is performed in 4th year. Okay, especially in communication lab. Okay, for 0 degrees to enter 90 degrees, and while rotating the antenna from 0 degrees to 90 degrees, okay, how much power we get, okay, or what is the radial component here. Okay, and it's simply cos square 5/2 integral of 0 to 5/2 cos square 5/2 sin theta by sin theta d theta. After the integration 0 to 5/2 cos square, this is the cos square, okay, this is the cos square 5/2 cos theta by sin theta, okay, whose value is always constant. That value is always constant. Okay, 0 to 5/2 cos square 5/2 cos theta by sin theta, okay, whose value is always belongs to 0.7. Okay, and after the integration when we apply the limits from 0 to 5 by 2, then we get the value of 0.7. Just to have to multiply that 0.7 with 60 im square. Power radiated 60 into I square RMS into 0.609 in the sense, approximately that is the 0.7, and we multiply, we get 36.54 I square RMS. Okay, and the radiation resistance of quarter wave monopole is, and this is for quarter wave monopole. Why? Because where H is H equal to in the from the diagram we consider that H value H, okay, that H value is considered as lambda by 4. Okay, that's why that is the quarter wave monopole. Okay, whose radiated power is how much we get finally 36.54 and I square RMS, and I square into R, then what is the radiation resistance? R value is 36.54, that's why it is approximately 36.5 ohms. Okay, and the radiation resistance of quarter wave monopole is 36.5 ohms. Okay, then how much resistance we got from half wave? For quarter wave monopole it is 36.5. For half wave dipole, quarter wave అంటే 1/4 లెంత్ కి 36.5 వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏమంటున్నాను 1/2 లెంత్ అంటున్నాను, అంటే ఏమవుతుంది డబుల్. Then radiation resistance of half wave dipole is how much we get? 36.5 into 2. Okay, అంటే ఎంత అవుతుంది? 73 ohms. Okay, and the radiated power here is 73 ohms into I square RMS, and radiation resistance is 73 ohms for half wave dipole. Okay, okay, now can you consolidate what are the different current elements we discussed so far? For alternating current element, radiated power is 85 square dl by lambda whole square into I square RMS, whose radiation resistance is 85 square dl by lambda whole square. Depending upon the dl value we get radiation resistance. Okay, and 85 square dl by lambda whole square only. Next, short monopole. Okay, sorry, short dipole. For short dipole, 25 square dl by lambda whole square, whose length is less than lambda by 4. And next, short monopole, whose length is less than lambda by 8, and so we get radiation power and radiation resistance as 10 square dl by lambda whole square and I square effective, and radiation resistance as only 10 square dl by lambda whole square. Okay, and those are the 3 points. Okay, radiated power and radiation resistance of alternating current element, short dipole, short monopole. Okay, and next, quarter wave monopole. Okay, and so far we derived the expression for quarter wave monopole. That is the same for half wave dipole also. Okay, and if they ask the same question in final examination, we have to derive the expression for half wave dipole. Okay, quarter wave monopole, and whatever we learned so far. Okay, and the sinusoidal current distributions. From that we have to derive the expression for radiated power as 36.54 I square RMS. Okay, and whose resistance is 36.5 ohms for quarter wave monopole. When we consider the same for half wave dipole, that magnitude coefficient is double here, 36.54 into 2, and quarter wave means lambda by 4 whose length is only 0.25. If it is the half wave dipole whose length is lambda by 2, and twice the lambda by 4. And when twice the lambda by 4 means 2 cancelled 2 times in 4, that's why that it becomes lambda by 2. That's why whose radiated power and radiation resistance becomes doubled, as 36.54 into 2 is the 73 ohms I square RMS, 73 into I square RMS. Radiated resistance is 36.5 into 2 is the 73 ohms. Okay, see here, for the half wave dipole, power is radiated through complete spherical surface. Okay, and here assumption it is. Hence, for the same current and power radiated, power radiated is double of that radiated by the quarter wave monopole. Hence, the radiation resistance of half wave dipole is twice the radiation resistance of quarter wave monopole. Okay, hence the radiation resistance of half wave dipole becomes radiation resistance equal to 73 ohms. That's all. Okay, this is also very, very, very important. Radiation resistance of half wave dipole is 73 ohms, quarter wave monopole is 36.5 ohms. Okay, in any competitive examination and any interview, definitely among these 5 points, okay, for alternating current element, okay, short dipole, short monopole, quarter wave monopole, quarter wave half wave dipole, okay, from these 5 parameters they at least ask 2 parameters, okay, radiated power or radiation resistance. Understand? Okay, it's all about current elements presented, okay, in as a thin wire linear antennas. Actually loop antenna is not comes under this unit. You can see here, calculate the radiation resistance of current element whose overall length is lambda by 50. Calculate the radiation resistance of the current element whose overall length is lambda by 50. Here he didn't mention uh, type of the current element. Okay, type of the current element. Is it half wave dipole or quarter wave monopole or short dipole or short monopole? He didn't mention clearly. That's why current element in this sense alternating current element. Okay. Calculate the radiation resistance of current element whose overall length is lambda by 50. Okay, length and lambda by 50 annadu. That's why. So from what is the expression for radiated power or radiation resistance of alternating current element? 85 square dl by lambda whole square, where dl is replaced with lambda by 50. Okay, lambda by 50. That's why dl is replaced with lambda by 50. Lambda cancel, 85 square 1 by 50 whole square. We get 0.315 ohms. Okay, and it offers that much of low resistance. Okay. That is the problem. And similar problems are find in the final examinations. See here, another problem is calculate the radiation resistance and calculate the radiation resistance RR and efficiency of the current element whose overall length is lambda by 50 and loss resistance is 1 by 1.5 ohms. Okay, whose overall length is lambda by 50. Okay, they simply stated calculate the radiation resistance and efficiency of just a current element, and that is the alternating current element from, okay, whose overall length is lambda by 50, and just is the previous problem. 85 square dl by lambda whole square, we just have to substitute dl in place of dl, okay, with lambda by 50, then we get radiation resistance as 0.315 ohms. See here, 85 square dl by lambda whole square, dl is substituted with lambda by 50, we get 0.315 ohms. Okay, and efficiency అన్నాడు. Efficiency అంటే ఏంటి? Radiated power by the output power by input power కదా. Output power is the RR by input power, RR plus RL. That's why RR. Okay, RR is obtained as 0.315 by RR plus 1.5 ohms. Then we get efficiency as 17.3 ohms. సో ఇది కూడా చూసినట్టున్నాం మనం ఆల్రెడీ.
అగ్గో నీ దులిపిసిల్లు ఇక్కడ కొంచెం రాసేస్తే
Just a minute. According to the syllabus, thin wire linear wire antennas, first one is the retarded potentials. Already you know the expression for retarded potentials. Radiation from small electric dipole, quarter wave monopole, half wave dipole, current distributions, evaluation of field components, power radiated and radiation resistance, and next beam width, directivity and effective area and effective height. Okay, natural current distributions, fields and patterns of thin wire linear fed antennas of different lengths. Already you see here. Radiation resistance at a point which is not current maximum. Okay. And high impedance antennas theorems, applicability. Antenna theorems are also see, okay, reciprocity theorem and maximum power transfer theorem. Okay, of course, loop antennas are also there. Okay, loop antennas are also given in the second unit. Okay, yet that loop antenna comes under that microwave antennas. See here. Now, as per syllabus, our next topic is the loop antennas. Okay, and that loop antennas somewhat involves some critical equations here. See here, what is meant by loop antenna? What is meant by antenna? Antenna is an area which radiates electromagnetic energy, or it acts as a transducer. It acts as a temperature sensitive element, whatever it may be. Different definitions are there. What is meant by loop antenna? What is meant by loop? Loop అంటే ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం మనం? Open loop and closed loop. What is meant by open loop and what is meant by closed loop? Loop antennas. Okay. For suppose, okay, see here. Okay. For suppose this is the starting point. Okay. Then where is the ending point? For suppose this is the starting point here. While I am forming the loop, I am started here. Okay. And where I have to end it? That is the same point. I am starting here. Again, I am ended here. Okay. And if the starting point and ending point both are same, then it is said to be loop. Okay, kada? Adayna? Okay. But this is the square loop. This is the circular loop. This is the triangle lobe. Okay, this is the abnormal lobe, and the proper shape on loop, but end point and starting point both are same. Okay, this is the starting point. For suppose I am randomly draw here, and but the end point is also the same point. Okay, and if the starting point and end point both are same, then it is said to be a loop. Okay, that loops are different types here, and that loop antennas are different here. This is the square loop, this is the circular loop, this is the triangular loop, this is the random loop or abnormal loop. Okay. So here the loop antenna can be formed by joining the two endpoints of a long straight wire or conductor. And if consider a piece of wire, how could we define that antenna? The antenna is a piece of wire that radiates electromagnetic energy. Here also same, when we consider a long straight wire, but the two endpoints and starting point and end point, okay, both are joined together, then it forms a loop. Okay, if it looks like a square shape, that is called square loop antenna or rectangular antenna. If it is a circle shape, that is circle antenna. If the triangle antenna. If it is a random shape, that is called random antenna. Okay, the loop antenna can be formed by joining the two ends of long straight wire or conductor. The loop can be of any shape like square, circle, triangle. It is here shown in below. Now, can you tell me what is the radiation pattern delivered from this antenna looks like? ఎలా ఉండొచ్చు? Okay, which depends upon the shape of that loop. Okay, see here, generally square loop will be considered for the analysis purpose. Generally square loop will be considered for the analysis purpose. ఎందుకని? Okay, అంటే ఇప్పుడు డిఫరెంట్ లూప్ యాంటెనాస్ లో మనకి ఏది కన్వీనియంట్ గా ఉంటుంది అనాలిసిస్ కి, అదే కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాం కదా. Here somewhat square loop is easier than the remaining loop antennas. That's why here by default they considered square loop for analysis purpose. Any circular, triangular, any other shaped loop can be converted into a square loop having the same area. అంటే ఎలాగైనా కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. Okay, for example, circle of the radius r can be converted into a square loop of a side a. తెలుసు కదా, కన్వర్షన్స్ తెలుసు కదా. Okay, సర్కిల్ రేడియస్ ని నేను సైడ్స్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, అంటే షేప్ మార్చుకుని చేసుకోవచ్చు. Okay, like a small horizontal loop antenna shown below may be regarded as a magnetic counterpart of the short dipole. Okay, see here. See here. Okay, field patterns of identical with E and H of interchanged. ఏం చేశారు ఇక్కడ స్మాల్ లూప్ యాంటెనా తీసుకున్నాడు. ఓకే, ఆ స్మాల్ లూప్ యాంటెనాని ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు, ఒక షార్ట్ డైపోల్ కింద రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాడు. షార్ట్ డైపోల్ చూడ, రేడియేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ పెద్దగా ఏమైనా చేంజ్ ఉన్నాయా? డైరెక్షనల్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఆల్వేస్ ఐడెంటికల్ హియర్. ఓకే, బట్ దిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎనఫ్ ఫర్ అవర్ అనాలిసిస్. ఓకే, అంటే హియర్ దే గివ్ వెరీ limited topics. For our analysis purpose also this is not enough. Okay, why? Because especially in final examination, especially for 14 marks, they always ask radiation resistance. Sorry. They always ask radiation resistance of that loop antenna. Okay, it is somewhat lengthy, and this is not enough. Okay, this is not enough at all. That's why, see here, these are the different loop antennas as per our convenience. Square loop, square type or rectangular loop antenna is considered for our analysis. Okay, so in the next class we discuss about radiation resistance of that loop antenna. Okay, so that's all about today's class. What we learn from the today's class: what is the radiated power and radiation resistance of half wave dipole and quarter wave monopole. For half wave dipole, radiation resistance is 73 ohms. For quarter wave monopole, it is half in the 73 by 2, okay, 36.5 ohms. Then power అడిగితే ఏం చేస్తారు? పవర్ అడిగితే ఏం చేస్తారు? ద రేడియేషన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ కాబట్టి ఇంటూ ఐ స్క్వేర్ అంటారు. ఓకే, ఐ స్క్వేర్ ఆర్ఎంఎస్, ఐ స్క్వేర్ ఆర్ఎంఎస్ 36.5 ఇంటూ ఐ స్క్వేర్ ఆర్ఎంఎస్ 73 ఇంటూ ఐ స్క్వేర్ ఆర్ఎంఎస్. Okay, that's all. Okay, now we are able to answer, okay, radiated power and radiation resistance of alternating current element, short dipole, short monopole, half wave dipole, quarter wave monopole. ఈ 5 current elements, okay, parameters అన్ని మనకు తెలుసు. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో నేను లూప్ యాంటెనాస్ చెప్తాను మీకు. లూప్ యాంటెనా అండ్ లూప్ యాంటెనా రేడియేషన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ డెరివేషన్. ఓకే, so that's all for today. I will continue in the next class. Okay, thank you everybody.